Okay, hello everyone. We are from Group 3 from C class, English Department, University of MATARAM. In this occasion, we're going to present our critical reading analysis result uh, to article Improving Young English Learners' Language and Literacy Skills through Teachers' Professional Development, a randomized control trial. Before that, I'm going to introduce you the member of the groups. First, I'm Fahri Idrus as a moderator, and there's Dia Azizia Farida and Holizatul Mutmainah. Okay, next is the table of content in this presentations. The first is introduction. The second is research question and objective. The third is research method. The fourth is findings. The fifth is discussions, and last is conclusions. Okay, the first material is going to present by Dia. To Dia, take your time.
Okay, thank you, Fahri. Now I'm going to read the detail of the article. So as Fahri said before, this article titled as Improving Young English Learners' Language and Literacy Skill Through Teacher Professional Development, a randomized control trial. The writers are Leslie M. Babinski, Stephen J. Amendo, Stephen E. Knotek, Marta Sanchez, and Patrick Malone. The year published was 2017. The URL is rh.era.net. Journal name is Improving English Learners' Language and Literacy. For the volume, it's written XX or a note. And for the DOI, you say it's 10.3102/000283121 7732335. And for next one is the issues related to keywords. So the keywords are for English learners, teachers, literacy skills, and development. So for the English learners, in this article, more than 5 million people studying English or EL, English learners, in schools in the United States, and more than 70% speak Spanish as their first language. But the majority of classroom teachers have not been professionally trained to work with older people. Clearly, there is an urgent need for teacher professional development, or PD, which focuses on best practices for working with English learners. And the second one is literacy skills. The PD program also focuses on key conceptual literacy domains: phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, text comprehension, and writing, because of the clear benefits for ELs. In a review of reading instruction for ELs, almost 20 years, researchers discussed implementation for practice based on the review of findings, including those related to development and key conceptual literacy domain. The third keyword is teacher. Most teachers have not had preparation in how to work collaboratively with colleagues. Therefore, in addition to professional development on high-impact instructional strategies to support ELs, language, and content learning, teachers must be provided with continued follow-up support and be accountable for implementation. And fourth and last, keyword development. Both ESL teachers intend to use sentence frame to support EL students or language development using new vocabulary. The development of English vocabulary is also of primary importance for EL students, and 3 key vocabulary strategies are incorporated into PD teaching and the meaning of words directly using words related to Spanish. And next one will be the theories that were used by writers to prove their claims. So there are 8. There are 8 theories. If you want to stop to reading it, that's okay. And probably I will just skip this and you can stop and reading it. And next one is a summary of the evidence that used to argue. So you've been reading that, the theories before. So this is the summary that we found. In summary, with the aim of increasing the ELs, the base of the problem must be solved. In this case, the teacher is the main source of ELs and ESL to maintain their part as a learner. But apparently less than 20% of teachers has to get a course in learning that directly focus on ELs and only 29% have had professional development focused on improving their instruction. It's not only that, but literacy skills also play a very vital part as it is part of learning process. So there are particular attention should be remarked for ELs and on their skills for comprehension level to show gap in their achievement. And thus, development program created to deliver and showing implementation gap into the classroom. So what is the research question and objectives in this article? So there are 3 questions and 3 objectives, of course. Research question would be, does participation in the professional development program increase ESL and classroom teachers' use of high-impact instructional strategies? Number 2, do students in the intervention group show a greater increase in language and literacy scores as compared to the student in the control group? Number 3, do students at different levels of English proficiency benefit more from the teacher's participation in the intervention compared to students in the control condition? And the objectives are 3. 1, increasing the ESL participation in professional development program and using instructional strategies for classroom teachers. Number 2, the result of which group that shown greater increase in language and literacy between intervention and control group need to be shown in this observation. Number 3, reaching the point of English proficiency to accumulate benefit by participation of their teachers. The next one will be research method that will be presented by Fahri. So, time is yours, Fahri.
Okay, thank you, Dia. The third one is research method. In this research method, I divided it by 6 points. The first is research design. Research design using randomization control procedures, because in this study, the focus is on ESL teachers to improve young English learners' language and literacy skills. The second is setting. The setting is urban and suburban school. Next is participants. The participant is 45 elementary schools teachers from different schools and Latino English learners that spoke Spanish as their first language. The fourth is data collection method. They make a group to submit the application for the study, which included the principal's signature indicating that they understood that teachers in schools randomly assigned to the interventions group would need to collaborate for 30 minutes each week and match schools on the percentage of students eligible for free or reduced price lunch, and then randomly assign each school within a pair to either the intervention group or a wait list or control conditions. The fifth is instrument. The instrument used to collect the data on this article is a demographic information that examine the intervention and control group teachers to determine if there were any differences between the two groups in their gender, total number of years in teachings, degrees held, areas of teaching licensure, ESL certification, previous SIOP, training, and language spoken. The sixth is data analysis method. The data analysis method is accommodating missing, non-normal, and multi-level data. The next content is finding is going to present by Haliza. So Haliza, time is yours.
Okay, next to the finding. Using randomized trials to test program development new teacher professional to improve language and literacy skill young learning English learners with 45 teachers and 105 students in 12 school bases and was observed to each teacher 3 times during the school year and assessed students individually at the beginning and end of the school year using Woodcock Munis Language Survey WMLS. Using intent to trait analysis ITT, we found the effect of the interpretation on the implementation of learning strategies, high impact by teachers and students, language and literacy skills. In establishing the English background, the teacher is involved with linking concepts to student knowledge and background exercise, then makes explicit contents between past learning and new knowledge in English and primary English through several strategies. Okay, the next content will be presented by Fahri.
Okay, thank you. The next content is discussions. So in this article, the discussions is the purpose of this study was to examine the impact of teachers' professional development program on teaching practices and language and literacy skills of young English learners. The first discussions that found a positive impact of the PD program on teachers' use of specific instructional strategies for English learners and student literacy outcomes. The teacher use of the instructional strategies suggests that teachers were able to implement the strategies with a high level of fidelity and that the strategies were substantially different from instructional approach in the control classroom, modify it and add text if needed. The second is also found a positive impact of the PD program on student outcomes. Student growth on 2 of 7 subtests of the WMLS indicated that students whose teachers participated in the PD program made greater gains as compared to students in the control classrooms. Will be downloaded to your computer and now you can print slide or use it elsewhere. And in taking a closer look at these two subtests, we noted that one explanation for this finding is that the PD program prioritizes particular domains over other. In addition, classroom teachers may not have modified their instruction for these students, but rather focus on students who lower proficiency in English. The next content is a conclusion was going to present again by Holiza. So Holiza, take your.
Okay, thank you, Fahri. So, in the next content, uh, at the last is conclusion. In summary, teachers in PD programs are more likely to implement strategies high impact learning for EL compared to teachers in groups control. Importantly, this study also shows significant benefits for students in terms of significant growth in English and literacy skill compared to students in the control class. In particular, students in the group intervention at lower levels of English proficiency makes progress which is more significant than the student in the control group. Okay, thank you. Back to Fahri.
Okay, thank you. That's all our presentations today. I'm sorry if there was a mistake. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we get knowledge from these presentations. Okay, I'm going to close it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.